25,000 pounds. That's the crushing strength of the stone crab, nature's heavyweight champion right here in Florida's tropical island chain. Just like the vibrant coral reefs that sustain life in these waters, stone crabs are a symbol of that sustainability. Like us, fishermen harvest their claws, which regenerate, allowing these incredible creatures to thrive, making them the ultimate seafood delicacy. With a price tag that can soar over thousands of dollars, each claw is a testament to the unique balance of nature and culinary luxury while catching them with nothing more than our bare hands.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to Life by the Bow. As you guys can see, we're in a new location and we have someone new here on Life by the Bow.
That's right.
If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Clay, this is my wife Stephanie, and this is our friend Charles right here. We brought our boat in for a 100-hour service. The Caribbean was nice enough to lend us this brand new 24 TRS, and what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go out and look for some stone crabs.
This is his first time doing it, so we don't know what to expect, and depending on how he does, I may jump in, but it all depends if I hear screaming or not, because if I do, then I'm staying on the boat.
Yeah, just to be clear, we're catching stone crabs by hand.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's a fair amount of a possibility that you are gonna get pinched, so hopefully you're prepared for that.
I'm not prepared.
You don't know until you're there. Hey, listen, I birthed our child, you can get pinched, all
So
right?
then why don't you catch the stone crabs?
Because I've already endured a lot of pain this year, so I'm done.
Well, you should be good at it. So you think, you like it?
I like it. I'm not used to having you back here with me relaxing.
I know, it's nice right now.
It is.
We might have to bring Charles everywhere.
Right? Work smarter, not harder.
That's right, but if you guys have been longtime viewers here on Life by the Bow, you probably remember our 24 Pathfinder, and it was actually set up a little different. Like I said, this is the TRS model, and basically what TRS stands for is third row seating. So this is your third row right here, second row, and then the first row is the forward seating up there. I'm not complaining whatsoever. We have a beautiful day right here. The weather is honestly some of the best we've had in a while. Been dodging hurricanes these past couple weeks. Hearts go out to everybody that
Was
has
affected by the hurricanes. We had Milton and Helene. And
which is why you guys should check out our relief fund. But we're gonna get up on plane. We are gonna see if we can catch some stone crabs. Should be pretty good.
I hope you don't get pinched.
Me either. So Charles actually just started his own YouTube channel. It's called Maritime Expeditions. You guys should check it out. He does content very similar to the style that we do things, but we're just very thankful that he invited us to come out and dive some of his spots here today. For those of you guys that don't know, stone crabs have some of the strongest claws you could imagine, so you definitely don't want to get pinched by one. But that's why we have Charles here today, because he's going to
get pinched for you?
Well, hopefully first before I do, so I can understand exactly how not to do it. But going back to what I was saying, I mean, we're in what, 13 feet of water right now?
Yeah, and these spots can range from anywhere from 6 feet to 13 feet. Even people up in Miami, they walk the flats for them. So there's lots of different ways you can get them, but it's a lot of fun. It's way different. I had never done this until a few years ago too, so it's, I don't know, it's my favorite way of doing it now, because I used to grow up pulling the traps the traditional way, and this is just so much fun.
Guys, my blood is pumping right now. Just the thought of sticking my hand into a hole and just not knowing what's there. We're gonna find out though.
So we'll have to see. Now, after jumping in the water, I wasn't necessarily determined to catch a crab. I was determined to figure out what it actually looks like to stick your hand inside of one of these holes. And as you can see, Charles just went in without any hesitation. Now, I have no idea what he feels, and this is the most nerve-wracking part to me. But he comes up from the dust cloud with the stone crab, and I'm still confused as to how I'm gonna do this.
So look, if you look how I'm holding him, this is exactly how I grabbed him. So he's in the hole like that. So I grabbed behind him, and then when I came in with my left hand to grab this claw. See what I'm saying? So he was sitting sideways like this. I grabbed him with the right, started pulling him out. Once I could get a hold of his left claw, I grabbed that and I pulled him out like this. Nice one to start the day.
Dude, that crab is no joke. That thing is strong.
He's overpowering me right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's moving your hands around.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hold him, and I'm gonna get him to release
Grab
it.
him just like that. Base. Yeah. Yep. Just like that.
Stop it! Here, turn him.
Okay, so we got two really nice sized claws. This one's the big one. I'll show you how we measure them. We want to get our stone crab gauge, and right here at the base of the claw is where we're gonna start, and to the tip of that pincher there. So it goes well over that. If it was short of this, if the pincher didn't reach the top of this gauge, that would be a small claw. Check this guy out. He's legal too. That one is also definitely legal. So
nice.
We got two keeper claws on the first crab. It's up to you whether or not you want to keep both. Some people do, some people don't, but it's a good one nonetheless.
So I've heard that if you keep both claws, basically the crab doesn't go back and fight. Whereas if you were to take one claw, he would still fight and potentially lose the fight. I mean, I don't know about you. I want to take both claws.
Yeah, I mean, it's opening season. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to stick them with a knife right there, right?
Yeah, try right here in this.
Right inside of here?
Yep, and point it towards him. Yeah, just like that.
Let me get my
in that soft spot.
And he's naturally going to drop that claw.
He just let go of it. We
Just
didn't
like
turn,
that.
pull, twist, nothing. Got that one, and same idea.
Such a cool defense mechanism how he'll just drop that himself.
Yeah, so it's for if other prey items or predators are grabbing onto them and they get in that soft meat section, that's the idea, that they're just able to let go so they can escape. And that's a healthy crab that'll live a great life and still be able to harvest, protect itself, and good to see him swim off.
And that right there is some of the best seafood you'll get in the Florida Keys right there.
Nice job, Charles.
Now that I've put my hands on a stone crab, I'm that much more determined to catch one. But just because you're determined doesn't mean that you're brave. And this clip right here is hilarious because as you can see, I'm all up in Charles' business just trying to understand how he's doing this. I'm so used to lobstering where you typically stick your head up inside of these holes. You see some antennas and you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Stone crabbing is different. They typically see you before you see them, and they hide up inside of these holes, and the only way to do it is just go for it and hope for the best. Right here, I finally built up the courage. I felt the stone crab up inside of the hole, and I'm giving it everything I got to try to get him out but not get pinched at the same time. Finally, I grabbed hold of his claw, freed him from the hole, but I lost him somewhere inside of this dust cloud. But these are the baby steps that I needed to take in order to get one step closer towards catching a stone crab.
That's the closest I've gotten, but he's somewhere in that dust cloud.
Oh yeah,
I get it now, though.
Well, just because you get it doesn't mean you got it. But at this point, I was feeling a lot better because I got somewhat of a grasp based on how this works. But then I look over at Charles and he's up to his shoulder inside of this hole. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. But like he explained it earlier, he sticks his hand up inside of the hole. He grabs the claw that's furthest away from him, slides the crab out, and once he can get a grasp on the left claw, that's when he brings his left hand in and he secures both claws and pulls the crab out.
The other one. That's another good one, too. Yeah, man. He was sitting right in front of the hole. Your turn to get one now. Come on.
So
Yeah, he's definitely
good.
legal.
he's good.
He's legal. Both legal.
Want to do the honors? You want to do it,
Yeah,
Stephanie?
so you go from right here, right
Right
there.
in there, but point it this way,
Yeah, point it towards the crab.
towards the crab.
Oh wait, that's where you get pinched, right? Like that?
Go
More
on.
towards the base.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
right
gosh.
there.
You do it,
Yeah,
Clay.
do one and then.
So right there, Stephanie,
Yeah.
you're gonna go right in there.
I don't wanna
You might
hurt
need to wiggle it a little bit.
Yeah, turn it, wriggle it. Yeah, like that.
There he goes.
There we go.
See how simple that is?
Yeah, wait, let me do this one.
Yeah.
Okay, go for
So you
it.
do like this.
Yep, just right in there. Just a little wiggle. Yeah, like that.
There
There,
it
you
is.
go.
We're doing good, ladies and gentlemen.
See how it's
Yeah.
moving afterwards? Look, it's moving afterwards.
Yeah, they kind of curl in on themselves.
Now, Charles makes this look easy. And if I'm gonna be honest, it actually is really easy. If you spend enough time swimming along these grass ledges, you're going to find these stone crab holes. And I would say every 4 out of 5 holes that I reached into, there was a stone crab there. The hardest part for me was just gaining the confidence to actually grab one of these crabs out of the hole. You see, my mistake right here is I'm trying to scoop the crab out and deal with him later. But the only way that I'm going to be able to grab a crab out of the hole is by gaining control of his claws.
See, I'm trying to like pull him out and then deal with him later rather than grab it.
Hard, especially with the viz though too. Try and pin him down.
Well, that's what I did is I pinned him and then I'm trying to scoop him and throw him out of the hole.
No, throw him though.
Yeah,
Keep him slow.
you gotta hold on to
Pin,
him.
he can't move. So just drag him out until you get a second hand on him.
All right, so there's no workaround here. I just gotta go for it. Fully commit. If I get pinched, it is what it is. But what's pretty cool about this hole is there was actually a lobster in front of the stone crab. But as you can see, I'm up in there and I can feel the crab and I have him pinned down. I'm being so careful to not get pinched, but at this point, anything can happen. I finally feel out the claw that's furthest away from me. I slide him out, gain control of the other claw, and that's it. I finally caught my first stone crab by hand.
There you go.
Woo!
You!
Yay!
I don't know if they're both legal, but we got at least one legal claw there.
Yeah, that one's definitely good.
Yeah. It's pretty cool because he was hiding right behind a lobster there. That was sweet. Stephanie, you gonna grab him?
I'll grab them. I don't have gloves though.
Put the gloves on.
That's how you do it. Now you're starting to get the hang of it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Because like once I got my hand in there and I actually felt him,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now that he's pinned down, I know his claws can't get
Exactly.
me. He's a strong one. He's a little.
Hold on.
He's a little chihuahua.
Okay, come on up. Look at these little crabs.
So what's cool about diving out of the bay boat too is the gunnels are nice and low so you can get in and out easy.
All right, let's
But
go.
that's him right there, baby.
This is not a legal claw. So,
So we'll leave him with that one. Now go ahead and measure that one.
and this is what
That
a
one's
legal
legal. Yep.
claw looks like.
Sweet. Drop it. There he goes. Look at him.
Her. Look.
We'll send him back off.
See you later.
He'll grow a new claw and then we'll come out here and hopefully catch him again.
Woo!
You dude.
Go get some more. Here's your knife.
Trying.
Now, like anything in life, attitude is everything. And I knew early in the day this is something that I was going to be able to do. I knew if I practiced enough, I'd eventually be able to catch a stone crab. And I did just that. But what I've also learned in life is God has a tendency to throw a wrench in your plans, especially when you're at the top of your game. With that being said, just when I had started to get this figured out, conditions completely changed. Visibility went from bad to worse, so we made a move to some deeper water in search of better visibility. Now, even though I caught a crab, my skills still aren't refined. And now that we're in deeper water, this presents a whole new challenge to me. Charles, on the other hand, like you guys have seen, he just goes into one hole after another and he's dialed in and he knows exactly how to catch these crabs. I'm still feeling out the situation, but with Charles being so successful at this, it's motivating to get my hand back in a hole and try to catch another crab. Determination now turns into frustration because I still only have one claw to show for. But the stone crab I was just after abandoned its hole, and this was finally the easy shot I was looking for. The stone crab flares out his claws in aggression, but I know if I come in from the back and pin him down, he doesn't have the range of motion to swing around and get me. Once I gained control of his claws, frustration began to settle in once again because just by the way he felt, I knew his claws weren't legal.
So cute, like a baby.
Yeah, I don't know if either of those claws are legal. Worth the attempt, though.
Now there's no doubt that a stone crab is one of the baddest creatures in the ocean, but I'll tell you what, after multiple failed attempts, the next crab I see, I'm fully committed, even if that means I'm getting pinched. And that's exactly what happened as I'm shoulder deep up inside of this hole. But nothing good in life comes without a little discomfort, and now that I've endured the pain, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from catching these crabs.
That's a keeper right there. I don't know about that tiny claw right there, but I definitely know this one right here is legal. Stephanie, you want to grab him?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
Got him?
No.
How about now? Yeah, now. Got him?
Want a little haircut?
That one's definitely legal right there, as you can see. He's well over that 2.875 inch mark. So let's measure this one now.
That one looks legal.
They're both legal. Hey!
It does look legal.
We're eating stone crab, baby.
That's right.
That's number 2. 2 claws, 1 crab, baby. At this point, it's like riding a bike. All it takes is some courage and a little finesse.
Finesse, recess, finesse, recess. You playing with the best, I'm better than the rest, Finesse, recess, finesse, success. Never need to flex, no.
Strong little sucker, but yeah, he's legal. Yep.
Just finesse. Yes, yes, yes. Going low. Just finesse. Yes, yes, let's yes.
Now that the fear is gone and I've figured out how this works, I'm pretty much addicted to stone crabbing. Just like that. He drops it just like that. It's the coolest thing in the world. And I know what you're thinking. You definitely have to be a little crazy to do something like this. But the adrenaline rush is like nothing you've ever experienced. And the best part is, we're harvesting some of the most sought after and expensive seafood that money can buy. No traps, no bait, just our bare hands in our backyard.
So I've lived in the Florida Keys for about close to 10 years now, full time. And there's always been such a big hype about catching stone crabs or putting out stone crab traps. And to be honest, I've never been a huge fan, but there's been a couple times where I've seen people catching them by hand. And I told myself, there's no way I could ever do that. Even though I love to eat stone crabs, and I just never was a fan of trapping. When Charles called me, I was like, all right, there's no way I'm gonna say no. Especially because Charles knows what he's doing, and we're very appreciative that not only did he show us, but he showed all of you guys at home, and it was just such an epic day. But with all that being said, make sure you guys check out his channel. You know, started out hesitant towards the beginning of the day.
You were scared.
Yeah.
Don't lie, you were scared.
No,
You were.
I mean, you know, you're basically sticking your hand in a hole, like not knowing what to expect. And the only thing that you have is your senses associated with your touch. But it's like anything, you get the hang of it. Thank you again, Charles.
Appreciate it,
Stephanie,
no problem.
Thanks for all your help driving the boat and everything. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
But just what an awesome day. check this out. That is an awesome day's catch. How much would you say, if you were to go to the store, Charles, and buy that, how much would you say you'd pay?
Well, so it depends. So you got these claws here. That's probably about a jumbo, I'd say. These are like $45 to $50 a pound. Then you got these ones, probably medium size. These are about $25, $30 a pound.
It's gonna be a nice little appetizer. We're gonna do a little sandbar day tomorrow with Keely, but honestly doesn't get any better than stone crabs. By far, you could take every article of seafood out of the equation, and if you were to just leave me with stone crabs, I'd be the happiest. This is my favorite thing to eat that swims in the ocean. Not today, baby, because I know how to catch them. Thanks to Charles.
That's right.
Kiwi. Here we are as a family.
So if I could trade places with anybody in the world, I think I'd trade with Keely. Because look at this little girl right here. I don't think I've ever seen a baby that relaxed. Are her eyes even open? No, she's
Not
going
really.
to sleep.
She is going to sleep.
So we're right around the corner from the Sandbar here, but I wanted to show you guys this really cool mangrove tunnel here. There's always all types of creatures like nurse sharks, snappers, little fish typically underneath the mangroves. Not much through here today because there's a little bit of boat traffic, but you know, on a family day like today, it's always cool to kind of do a little sightseeing like we're doing today. This is something that Stephanie and I always do, just kind of cruise through these little areas here and just hang out, talk, and especially when Keely starts getting a little older, she'll start to appreciate a lot of this stuff because it's just cool, you know, the way you had a little mangrove canopy right here. Like I said, right around the corner is a sandbar. We're gonna power pole down and then we're gonna start cooking some burgers.
One thing I really enjoy about being out here is this is where it all began for Clay and I. Right here at the Sandbar. Myself on the bow of a boat, just shaking it a little bit. Did the Clay call and brought him over.
Next thing you know, you got a boat and a baby.
Right? Next thing you know, here we have
I'll take
a little
it.
Keely.
See, this right here is one of the biggest luxuries of having a bay boat at the Sandbar. You get nice and shallow, even though today's not a busy day, but on weekends where it's really, really busy, you typically have to worry about all the guys that don't know what they're doing. But you know, this boat drafts about 14 inches. And with that, we're the shallowest boat at the Sandbar right now, and it's perfect, knee deep, so that way we can cook on the transom of the boat here. But this is actually a biodegradable grill. And what's really cool is it comes in this bag, and these little bamboo sticks are actually the top side of the grill right there. And then what we do is we ignite these little tiny charcoals right here, and then that's how we're gonna cook our burgers. All right, check this out. How cool is this?
This is super cool. I like it. Can we get one on our boat?
They don't make it on the 27, but guys, check this out right here. How beautiful is that right there? I mean, that's easily hundreds of dollars worth of stone crabs. For those of you that have had stone crabs, you know how good that is. But for those of you that have never had stone crabs, at least come down to the Keys. You gotta order a couple on the menu.
Yeah,
That
there's
is
some.
delicious. Keely wants some.
She's like, I'm hungry, Mom.
She's like, don't forget about me. Keely's first stone crab. What, are you excited? Look, Mommy's going in the water. She's gonna put you in the water. And that right there is probably one of my favorite features of the 24 models, is having the swim platform. As you guys can see, not only are we cooking the burgers, but it makes a perfect transition from inside the boat to the outside. One of the things I think that justifies the size of this boat is storage or draft. You know, if you want to do a little more inshore fishing, that's when this boat is perfect. And at the same time, some marinas don't even allow a boat any more than 25 feet. So you're right in that perfect threshold with this thing right here. And as you can see on a day like today, it's hard to beat.
Yeah. We're gonna give you a little change.
Little baby shower. But guys, what an awesome time these past 2 days have been. I mean, there's gonna be trials and tribulations, but eventually you'll get over that hump and stick your hand in that hole and think about life like that sometimes. You know, there may be certain situations that feel very, very uncomfortable, but you'd be very surprised based on your outcome if you just go for it. And that's what all of this is about. And on that note, we love you guys. We appreciate you all more than you know.
We'll see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile, having fun with my mom and dad.